interesting in the game. Oh, that's a dead body. That's a dead, very naked body. That's lovely. These are dead bodies that are less naked. They even have armor. Alright, let's try to open the door and go for fight number 2. This time we will do the evasion. Alright, battle time.
Stop them!
He's down! They've surrounded you! Strong enough!
Ah, I pressed block. Evade! Oh. That evade didn't work. Oh man. Shit! We died again. At least the death scenes are getting less and less prolonged. But the rot is definitely spreading, and I don't know how to make that stop. Okay, so I have never done combats like this style before. So that's definitely something interesting. And very likely we'll have to start over from the beginning. Very likely we'll die that many times that we'll just have to figure it out. She looks so young. Like, I don't know how old she's supposed to be in this game, but she looks particularly young. Oops, I did it wrong. Ah.
Finish this! Finish him!
Block. Yes. Heavy hit. Yes. Let's do some melee. Another heavy hit. Yes. Block. Ah! Yes. I can do it. No. Ow. Block. Hit. Yeah, we can do it.
You won it!
Did I win? Block. Yes. Okay. I'm starting to get the controls.
Take him down!
Block. Yeah. The fight animation is so smooth. Like it's hard to tell how much of it is me actually hitting the buttons on time versus just
will not stop her.
the game
She will
doing
find what she's looking for.
what it do. That's an uncomfortable position to be hung. There's more light now, though, that we defeated the guy. It doesn't look as late in the day as it was before. That's really interesting. This game is gorgeous. And it's an entirely unique fight style for me, too. Mostly using the mouse buttons to attack, but also like unusual buttons for evasion and blocking, because there's no jumping so far in this game, so the space bar is the evade button, which is not something I'm used to. I'm used to like dodge roll. We have to find the secret.
Valravan's power of illusion comes from ravens. Align the ravens to break his magic seal.
Show me what you have seen, Truth.
Align
Look how much it's changed.
the ravens. Align the ravens. Like so. Am I doing these are the ravens he's talking about. Supposed to line them up though.
To break the seal, align the ravens with the mark of Valravan.
Well, that's ominous. But it's the ravens that it wants. It wants all the ravens lined up neat and pretty, which I would think this would do it. I'm wondering... I think these are the ravens. Or are they not? Up here? Perhaps? Because they're shining, I have to think that those are the ravens. I don't see... I see raven feathers. But... if it's not these three meant to be lined up, I wonder what it is then. Am I supposed to line up the three so they look a particular way? Interesting. How do the thing? That's not it, is it? Back it up, back it up, back it up. Gotta line them up. Now, how does it mean them? See, I think that would be all three lined up with the mark. Or am I supposed to be doing something else? That's not it, no. Well, and I think it's these three shiny things, because why wouldn't it be, right? It says three ravens, but I don't see... I don't see three ravens. Little voices... It would help me, little voices, if you spoke to me how to do the thing. How to do the thing. How to do the thing. I'm sorry for being so quiet, everybody. Normally I talk a bit more during stream, and I'm not trying to ignore everybody. I'm just thinking really hard about this puzzle that we have set before us at this time. Because I'm not sure I understand. Oh, I wonder, am I supposed to look at it so that it looks like that? Because each could be a piece. Or am I supposed to go up somewhere? What am I supposed to be doing? I do not know. They want me to line up the ravens, but I see no ravens as such. Maybe there's a way to climb up somewhere? Perhaps not? No. If chat has any ideas, please let me know. Because I almost feel like I got it, but I don't quite understand what it is I'm supposed to have got. And I can see that these three blue things hanging up here look a lot like pieces of this symbol here. And I'm trying to line up so that I can see the symbol with all the pieces. But I don't quite understand. I am not of the understanding. What is this nonsense? Line up the three of them. But I can't climb up. This is a very interesting conundrum. So I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Maybe. And try looking up on my phone what I'm supposed to do. Because Druth, the voice of Druth told me the three ravens. But there are no ravens. There are the three glowy things. Seems close, but no dice. And I think I'm supposed to be doing it from... Well, there's a bridge over there. So let's see if there is a hidden back way somewhere around here. That has to be it, right? Because I could strafe back and forth all day staring at those little things, but that's not going to get them to line up the way they need to, because the curls are going in the wrong direction. Well, I've reached a dead end here, so that's not it. Is it? That's not it. But I swear there has to be another way around. There's another trick. I saw a little bridge, but it seems like this area is all blocked off so that I can't go to that little bridge. How far back do I need to go? Nope, that's not a hidden parkour area. Got it. Not a hidden parkour area. Heck! Big heckin' hex. Heckaroony. Not sure what I'm supposed to be doing. And that's half of the fun of video games. Figuring it out. But also, why backseating is allowed. Because otherwise, I would not know. So... all these extra areas are blocked off. There's no, like, hidden way that I can tell. Even though there is this bridge right here. that's not quite it. See, and I think if I was looking at it from up there somehow, but it doesn't really want me going up there, right? Yeah, because it won't let me climb this rock. I want to climb the rock. But the game does not want me to climb the rock. So alas, I will not be climbing said rock. Strange though, we're getting a little bit of a lag. Lag, go away, bother me a different day. I am so convinced though that I need to be up there. That somehow I need to get up there. And I'm not sure how I'm supposed to pull that off. Oh, what? This wasn't here before? Where did you come from? We found the way up. Now I can look at it from the angle I wanted to. I don't know when the hole in the wall appeared, but it did at some point, apparently. Alright, yes. Exactly what I was looking for. Nice. So now we can...
Something's happened. Something shifted. Can you feel it?
Something shifted. Can you feel it? Say the voices. Alright, we're gonna see about opening that door now. It should be open. Now that we figured out the thing, the trick. Open sesame! Yes! And onward we go!
Do you feel it too? It's like crossing into another world that looks the same but feels different. An imposter world where the forest itself is watching.
An imposter world where the forest itself is watching. It's a pretty big area that we're in. And you can hear the trees surround sound everywhere. If this is your first time watching, you might get the full effect if you put in some headphones, because this entire game has a surround sound 3D effect that lets you hear everything from different directions and angles. It looks like we need to go that way. Can I climb? No, I cannot climb. Alright, that's not meant for us then. That is not the direction to go. We got another one of those creepy heads that'll probably start glowing in no time, because the other one glowed, which was unsettling. The map is a bit different in this game than in others. Like, I'm used to being able to kind of climb around on everything, but these maps have very clear lines.
Another gate. You know what to do. Stay back. You have to open it. It's not safe. Don't listen to them. Listen. Don't. Open it. You can do it. Don't touch it. Step back. Come on.
So I need to get up there. Welcome back, Rez. I was thinking about you like, oh, we got the game back and we lost Rez. I'm enjoying it so far. Some pieces are confusing, but I'm starting to get the hang of it. Rez says, yeah, it's very linear, but also has some hidden stuff. I almost platinumed it, but need to play it again. What does it mean to platinum it? Ah, you're watching another stream. No worries. I actually strongly think, like, if you want to watch or support somebody else, do whatever. I am not hurt by it in any way whatsoever. I need to find a way up there. Is what I think I need to do. Is get up there. But I'm not sure I quite know how. Nope, can't climb those. I know I can go up here, but I'm not sure that that's what I need to do. Rez says to platinum a game is to get all the trophies. But yeah, get all the, basically 100% the game. Okay, okay. This game was so good, I need to add it to that list. Understandable. I am not somebody who, like, 100% games. In part because I'm just genuinely not that good at it. Also, does anyone else notice that the little lights are not lights, they are eyeballs? There are eyeballs just around. But I think it's trying to tell me that that's where I need to be. And I want to go up there. But I'm not sure how. There's probably going to be some kind of secret thingy thing. I'm going to go touch the door. We're going to go try to open the gate, even though it's not going to open. Rez says this game is a lot easier than you think. Yeah, probably. We're just not a good gamer. Like, there are games that were relatively easy that, like, I was stuck on the stupidest, easiest parts, and once I figured out how to do it, I felt so silly. Red says, I think my first playthrough had 80% on it. So next run I can get it. I believe in you.
What does it mean?
Which ravens?
Where are they?
Can't you see
Those.
them? She can't see.
Look around.
Don't laugh at me.
Line up the ravens.
Line them up. He said to line them up.
Yeah, but we have to line them up. Dear voices, we have to line them up from above. So, it's your job, dear voices, to give me a pathway.
Shh. What is it?
I hear something.
If you hear the song of Valravan, follow it, and it will lead you to him. But be aware of his illusions. You can't always trust your eyes.
Oh, see? Stairs are here that weren't here before. We're following the song of Valravan. Rez says, I believe in me too. Might use a guide so I don't miss anything.
Challenge me.
Oh, I got chills. My stomach sank a little bit. Is that Valravan? Oh boy! Another fight scene! Here we go!
Where'd he go? Where is he? It's not your fault.
Oh. That's not Valravan. It looked like Valravan. Where'd he go? Indeed, where did he go? We are now chasing ghosts. The sound is coming from over there. I'm gonna go around this way. Rez says, game reminds me a tiny bit of Superliminal, where the perspective matters and changes things. I actually have Superliminal on my list. I don't know if I remember to add it to my wish list or not, though. I know that that's something, along with To the Moon, that was suggested. It's gone again. Go that way, huh? Go that way,
Is she
huh?
lost?
I'm not lost.
Wouldn't be the first time.
I'm not lost.
Last winter, before the tragedy,
What
she
tragedy?
journeyed into the wilds of her native land, living off berries, roots, and rabbits. It's not uncommon, you see. We call such a person a Gelt.
Guilt.
Some, like Truth, become Gelt in search of penance. Others, like Senua, to purge a curse. Those who make it back are forever changed.
I'm not sure. I followed the way up here. Am I supposed to open the gates? Am I supposed to drop down? Climb up? No? Well, the wind chimes and things. But did I go the wrong way? We're gonna try this again. Can we open the door? It's not the right way. That's not the right direction. Rez says, yeah, I probably suggested both. But Rez played Superliminal when it came out. You know that I'll love it. Okay, bet. Where? Is he up there? He's gonna point again. He's gonna point us away. We're gonna open this gate just in case. I don't think it's gonna lead the way we want it to. But leave no stone unturned. Is this the right way? He's up there. How do I get up there? There he is, go to him. Where is he? Up there. Oh, there's a ladder. Seeing the crazy weird games Sanity has played, yes, bet. Most excellent. We have a reputation for weird games now. I love it. We're thinking about what to play after this one. We have a few. I'm thinking maybe the Infectious Madness of Dr. Decker, which is very narration heavy. And in that way, might be a little difficult to talk to chat with how narration heavy it is, but I think Dr. Decker would also give me the opportunity to mess around with having chat involved with the choices for the game. Climbing on top of the spiders to beat a maze. You were there for that. And even though Queenie figured out that she could jump on top of the maze, that's not actually how we got through the maze at all. Somebody else in chat gave us a suggestion about how to beat the maze that worked a lot better. and it was just a fluke.
What's happening? She can get up now.
How can she get out?
Oh.
Magic. Dark magic. A trick.
Raven.
Tricking her. Raven. How can she get out?
Bait.
It's him.
Bait.
Dark magic draws her closer.
Oops, nope, wrong direction. Down.
It's not him. He's helping her. It's not him.
It's a trick.
She's doing it on her own. He's not tricking her.
There we
It's
go, there we
magic.
go.
It's
I know how to use buttons. No, I don't know how to use buttons. How many times are we gonna go up and down this ladder? Hold on. I can do this. Right? Right? Down. There we go! It's the maze all over again with the spiders. At some point I'll figure out how to finish playing Young's Labyrinth. That's actually a game we had to quit because the lag was getting too difficult to manage. Especially because we were in a section that was getting me motion sick. So I might record that for YouTube or something. It might be our first YouTube video. Kyle is Famous is another one I can suggest. Very narration heavy, but chat can control all the choices, and I want to say the game has 101 different endings. 101? Are you exaggerating? Or is that like the actual number? You can play through so much and not get bored of it. Alright, it is being added to my list. What's it called? Kyle is Famous. Kyle is Famous. I actually have a bunch of sticky notes on the side of my PC tower sitting next to my desk, so that's... My PC tower is just getting covered in more and more sticky notes. Rez says, nope, I'll look it up, but you're pretty sure that's the number. That was the game that Rez first streamed to make his community choice heavy. Gotcha! I look forward to it then. I've considered Cult of the Lamb, but I also have, like... I have some mixed feelings in that I want my streams to be accessible to some people that have been in my mental health community over the years. And... I mean, there's just a lot of games I'm going to play that are going to be triggering to certain individuals no matter what I do, so I can't cater to everybody. But, like, Cult of the Lamb, because I've had people who survived cult abuse and ritual abuse and stuff like that in my mental health communities. I'm kind of torn on if I'm going to play it or not. I can always put up a trigger warning or be like, research the game before we play, but, you know. Let me see what the auto mod caught on ya, Rez. We're gonna allow that. I've been told to play Cult of the Lamb, but Rez is a broke bitch. Zanity is also a broke bitch. Rez says, yeah, every game is trigger warnings. Pretty much.
If only it were that simple.
And, like, I don't... Oh, my sound. There's the
The
sound.
worst kind comes without warning. A deep and primal signal from within. A reminder that just because you cannot see the threat, it doesn't mean that it's not already here.
Alright, sorry. Voices in the game catching my attention. But our system kind of has a thing about trigger warnings. Like, yes, we have trauma. Yes, we have mental illness. Yes, we have triggers. But having been in the communities for so long, like, trigger warnings in themselves make us uncomfortable. Like, we would rather just know what the general content and theme is, rather than being told, oh, by the way, trigger warning. And we did some research about, like, are trigger warnings effective? Has there been any studies to say, yes, trigger warnings definitely help people with trauma, definitely help people with mental illnesses?
She can't go in there.
And even though there are a lot of people who do benefit from trigger warnings, like if something's really graphic, I benefit from being warned, hey, graphic content ahead, or sexual content ahead, or what have you.
Find your own path.
It was found in the studies, and there still need to be more studies because they're not good enough, that trigger warnings at best do absolutely nothing for you. And at worst, actually make the triggered response worse. Because now... not running away. I'm beating the guy up. I'm beating him up. Yeah, at worst it makes the response worse because it raises the amount of adrenaline and cortisol. Sorry, the battle is eating my brain space. I'll get to chat in just a second. Aw, excellent block. Nicely timed. That's what we're talking about. Block it. Yeah. Another block. We can do this. Oh, nope, not that way. Not that way. There we go, there we go. Do I have to fight him again? Am I good? Am I still alive? Am I still alive? Okay, right, time to catch up with chat. Rez says, I'll try to think, but I don't know of major gore in the game. Thank you. Fair enough. I guess it just helps so people don't curse out the streamer. Yeah. It can, for sure. Trigger warnings tend to be a liability clause rather than an actual, like, helping people thing. Even though people feel helped by it, it's just... Yeah, our system has a controversial take on it. We're hot take area when it comes to trigger warnings. Rez says, also I know I typed a lot. Take your time. When you get a chance, I put what Steam said about Kyle is famous. Where'd you put that? I said, do I need to scroll up in chat? Ah, yeah, I do need to scroll up in chat. Okay. Kyle tries to prepare for his most important interview yet, choose his path through over 100 endings, and accept the consequences in this comedic adventure. So it sounds kind of like the Stanley Parables in the variety of things, in the variety of outcomes. We also have something that's similar to the Stanley Parable. I think it was made by the same people. Beginner's Guide. We have that in our library already. And we probably will end up getting Call to the Lamb, honestly. Because we really like the idea of being interactive with our chat. Rez also says, these battles are very hard. I can see it taking up all the Xanity space. It really is. Like I said, I'm not good at video games. Oh.
Go to him.
That was a lot of voices at once. If there he is, go to him. Wait, did I go the wrong way? That changed the noise. There's a path over here, so I'm gonna check that out. Yeah, basically it's very narrative, but just text, no controlling around with a novel with narration, a visual novel. We're gonna look at the thing.
Ymir was a frost giant, a being of darkness, and all his sons and grandsons were
Check
dark
out
after.
those scenes.
Of his daughters and granddaughters, some were monstrous, but others fair. But there was another who came from the ice. Buri. In shape, he was like a man, big and powerful. His son, Bor, took a fair giant to be his wife, and they had 3 sons. Odin was the eldest, and the Northmen hold him to be the foremost of the gods. The Father.
The All-Father. He was born from a giant, which I think the giant they just said, I can't pronounce its name, but it was in, I think this is supposed to be Celtic mythology, but in Norse mythology, where Odin is from, one of the first gods, even though Odin is considered the All-Father, was a frost giant that's actually intersex, like non-binary god, basically. And there's some historians who also
Do you know what it's
suggest
like to
that
leave
Odin
everything
is
behind?
non-binary.
A home, loved ones, head deep into the wilds, perhaps never to return.
Trinity and the Gate there. Yeah, there's a lot of
Senua
Celtic.
does.
Like, the game
Because when
synopsis
darkness
itself
speaks,
calls her
it
Celtic
changes
Druid.
everything. Turning home into a foreign land and loved ones into strangers.
Wow, I gotta...
Exile makes sense when you realize that you were never really home in the first place.
Getting some background story from the voices. Apparently Senua said things that made her less welcome in her community, which is always the epic suck. Oh man, no wonder I love this game. I mean, I have Celtic blood in me, but love the mythos and history. Yeah, same. My family line is broken up really bad, but visually we look a lot like we come from the British Isles, where Celtics were, Celtics, however you pronounce it, and all of that jazz. And I grew up with some of my family saying they were from Ireland, although they weren't actually my blood family, so I'm not sure where, like, heritage-wise, genetically I land up, but Celtic history, and then there's, like, this mix of Norse and Celtic going on in the game, even though the game said it, like, she's a Celtic, druid. Rez says, I look Lebanese, which I do have a lot in me, but my skin is Irish. Yeah, I got the freckles, man. Which they might be the rare German freckles. Your family is Dutch-Irish, along with basically everything else. Yeah, so some of my blood family were Pennsylvania Dutch. Dutch that came and landed specifically in Pennsylvania and then moved everywhere else. So, like, our family body type is very classically Dutch. It looks like we might be able to cross this when the world changes again, because the world do be changing. Just gotta look at things the right way. Which direction do we go? We should probably go mess with the gate. Messing with the gate is usually what gets everything else going. Yeah, we got German, Dutch, French, English, Blackfoot, Sioux, and I don't know which faction of the Sioux tribe because it's vast, and there's a lot of jokes in the indigenous community about you said Sioux, but like, what tribe are you actually from? Like, just really mixed heritage, and it makes us feel like such a mutt culturally, and like there's really no specific place we belong. Oh my gosh, there's two.
The song. Balraven's song. It's over here. It's over here.
Is that? It's over there. No, it's here. There's two. Which one?
Which
Listen,
one?
focus, listen, focus.
It's magic. It's magic. It's an illusion. She's been in the forest like this before.
This reminds her
Of somewhere.
the forest.
Where?
Which forest?
The forest in the wilds.
The wilds.
She left the
So I think I gotta
She
pick
went to the
one.
wilds a long time ago.
Why did she go to the wilds?
She wanted to fight her own darkness. She thought she could beat her own darkness.
Did she beat her darkness?
No. It nearly killed her, but she tried.
Druth. Druth helped her.
If it wasn't for Druth, she'd
She'd
be
be
dead.
dead.
She can't beat her own darkness. She wanted to marry Dillian.
She came to beat her own
I got
darkness.
chills.
But it didn't work.
She thought her curse would affect him.
She thought her curse would spread to him. She thought she'd bring the darkness to him too.
Which, with
She
mental
died.
illness,
She thought the
feeling
curse
like
made her
it's
tainted.
going to
Truth
affect
helped her.
the people around you is a very common concern that I've noticed. So there's the gate. If I go to the other side, I can probably make the gate drop. Rez says, I'm a mutt basically. Only thing I don't have is Italian and Native American. I think no real Spanish either. But everything else we got. Yeah. Yeah, my great grandfather, I never got the chance to meet because he immediately was separated from his family. He was half African American, half Native American, and well, his records were erased. So it's through oral history in our family that we know about him and his history and which tribes he was from. And he had kids with a German immigrant woman, and that's she also was not allowed to keep her kids because she was an immigrant. And like at the time, a lot of people don't talk about how America had German immigrant internment camps. So she wasn't allowed to keep her kids, especially because she was an immigrant and then they were part African American and Native American. So that's a huge way that our family is broken up. And a lot of the issues that affect Native Americans really get under my skin on that way because I was separated from my family, my history. I never got to meet my great-grandfather. Or my great-grandmother. I did meet my grandfather, though, and he grew up in a foster care system. Now... how do I get up there? Red says, I was lucky to know most of my great-grandparents. And they kept documents, so... you know most of the family history. Yeah, my grandmother's side, who married my mixed grandfather, she had more documents, and that's how I know about the Pennsylvania Dutch, the German, English, French, and then everything else like the Irish and Native American and African American. Those are all things that the family has had to pass down because the records were not allowed to be kept. Like, Rez is also a bad typer, so thanks for understanding it all. I'm doing my best, but it might help to know that, like, oh, there's a bridge. Did I already go up this bridge? I used to do a lot of work in peer support with people who had dyslexia and other issues that made typing very inaccessible, like spelling and grammar and everything like that was just not accessible to them on the same level as other people. So I learned really fast how to kind of autocorrect in my head. Oh, but yeah, the reason, like, there are documents that has our great-grandfather and great-grandmother on it, but an issue with that largely is that the half-black, half-Native American grandfather, his information was redacted. It was all blacked out, and then there was this really silly, ridiculous clause saying that unless you're the firstborn son of the generation. Ow, it hurts. Unless you're the firstborn male of your generation, you cannot get those redacted within so many generations. And my generation was the last generation that could get that information redacted. My mom did everything she could, but the firstborn of the two or three generations, all I happened to be female legally and not able to get the information that was redacted fixed. So, like, I know that in all technicality there's documentation somewhere, but the government was just like, nah, you don't get to know. You're not allowed. You have to be born with a certain anatomy, and even then. And the crazy thing is I've talked to other natives who actually grew up on or around reservations, and I tell them what happened, and they're able to guess, like, exactly what city my grandfather was from. And that's unnerving sometimes. Now, how do I get where I need to go? Am I supposed to just be looking? Let's go that way. I'm gonna go this way. I'm glad that I've understand most of your typing correctly, Rez. Like, because I was worried that I might offend you by misinterpreting it, but that's a good sign. Stop laughing at me. Now what? The voices are like, haha, you're stupid. Which, like, I don't think you were here. I don't think you were here, Rez, when Rogue was in control and streaming. But there's definitely times in our head where, like, we'll do something to the best of our ability, and a headmate will just be like, haha, you're dumb. It's like, okay, thanks. Thanks, that was so supportive. I appreciate your commentary. How do I... That's the one that's singing, because the other one isn't. We're gonna try the door again. That's not it. Not the door. Be nice if I knew where to stand to line up some of these, but I'm pretty sure that I need to get up somewhere. Interesting. Might have been lurking or not here, yeah, right. So Rogue streams as well, or are all of you here usually at once? I've always been curious. If you don't want to chat about it, I completely understand. We'll chat about it within reason. We do have a command for anybody who's interested in learning more about the condition in general, but yeah, Rogue streamed for a little bit. He was here for like the tail end of a stream because one of our friends came by and knows how to poke the bear, so to speak. And so there we have a lot. It's kind of impossible for all of us to be here at once, but generally if we're using this avatar that you see now, there's a mix of us. Like, there's not any one particular person. I am completely lost as to what I'm supposed to be doing in the game right now. So yeah, usually there's a mix of us, or like, we don't always know who we are on a given day, and it doesn't bother us anymore like it used to. Sometimes being like, oh, I don't know my own name. That's a problem. But we know what we're supposed to do. We know what we like doing. And we've made different avatars for different members of the system who want to be known as separate individuals compared to the rest. So sometimes it'll be one of us. There's almost always people looking over the shoulder, metaphorically, whenever any of us is out. So Rose says, oh nice, I know some, but always curious to know more. Nice. Yeah, those links should help. They're resources that we trust, and we've been trying to educate ourselves and other people for like 7 or more years. Rez, I'm lost. What do I do? What am I doing wrong? Rez says, yeah, I got that. Usually happens a lot with DID, the over the shoulder. It does. It does. And I'm finding it like surprising and refreshing how many streamers have some familiarity with DID already, have some friends who are systems already. How many of us do we have? One more question before moving on, and again, completely don't have to answer. How many do we have? We don't know, is the general answer. We've been keeping track in an online document since 2017 where we'll just plop names, descriptions of whoever has identified themselves and wants to be known. And currently that list has 189. And it's one reason why we're considered polyfragmented, because we have over 100. And there are sections of the DID community, of systems communities, that are going to throw a fit over, you can't have over 100. You can, but it's not very well understood or very well researched. Keep seeing flashes of stairs. Can you visualize stairs somewhere? Flashes of stairs. That's a good question. There should be a way we can visualize stairs somewhere, right? So the humming gets louder. I'm in the right direction. Ah, look what I found. This might help.
The Northmen say that Odin and his brothers killed Ymir, and that the world of men was formed from his corpse. They made his bones into stone, and his flesh into earth, and his blood into the salt sea. They set his skull to be the bowl of the sky, with his brains for clouds. Odin and his brothers caught the sparks flying from Muspel and made them into stars. And to protect the new world from the giants, they used Ymir's great curving eyebrows as walls.
That's a good trick to know. The corner of the eyes and the shadows. Now I know that these things often indicate something. Okay. So we did just activate this thing. So something will probably have changed. I gotta pay more attention to the flickery lady light stuff. I can use words. I speak English. Rez says, I wonder if you can do that or if you have to go through the gate first. Should have watched stream where a person did this last month. It would have refreshed my mind. Yeah, I might, depending on how I feel about it, I might actually look for some YouTube playthroughs between now and when we stream again on Thursday. And that might help us just kind of go through a little bit easier, because we can spend hours figuring out something really simple. Brez says, I say try to look for the crow again. What if I try to open that door again? Because I don't think that the gate's ready yet. I wonder how they programmed the voices, like if they're customized to where I'm standing. Go over here, try this gate again. Especially because the voice is all whispery, hush hush. Nope, still can't open that yet. What about going through here? I don't quite see a way that any of the things are gonna line up yet. I think I need to get a higher perspective. This says, in no journal to say what objective is, right? No. No journal. The controls don't have a journal. No. Mostly the voices to guide me, it seems like. Was that one symbol broken? So they all seem to be broken. And the trick is to line them all up, to line 3 of them up together so that it makes a complete symbol. Or at least that's what we did in other areas of the game already. How am I supposed to go to him? That's what the voices want. The rain is getting heavier. This isn't quite it. But we can go down here into the lake and go around. That says, I know there's so many, but one looked like it was sliced in half. I think you need higher ground. There, the gate. You need to go through the gate. Walk to the gate and you can get the stairs or something to go up. That gate? Because I think I need to talk to Rouge Al Goth, or whatever his name is. But we will try that. going up there in a second. Because there's this thing. And he's up there. And we saw that thing. So let's climb up to the gate with the red thing. The gate you were close by, the circular gate on the other side. Wait! Is that the way I came in? Just gonna check real quick. Yeah, that's the way we came in. So you're talking the circular gate with the deer head on top. That thing right there? The one with the yellow? We'll find out. Okay, we will definitely try that. First I need to get out of this little ravine. Get up the stairs. The voices are laughing at me again. I can hear them chittering. Okay. Now, to get over to that gate proper. When there's all of these spikes in the way. Here we go. We're now on the right side. I don't see a way for any of the symbols to line up yet. But his voice is much louder. What if I stand in the gate? No. What was that? Well, the visual distortions are getting bigger right here. I feel like this gate should do more. Interesting. Not sure how I'm supposed to get up there with Mr. Dude. One of the voices just whispered, she doesn't know where she's going. Nope. Not a dang clue. Okay, let's get some perspective up here again. And do a little stretch. So we're not ready to open the gate. Or it would be white. And none of the symbols want to line up from here. We have... Oh. Well, the symbols showing up like something should line up. You know what I think I need is to take an intermission break because we have been streaming for an hour and 40 minutes. Rez is pretty sure it has to do with that one gate. Okay. Yeah, I think we're going to take a 15-minute intermission. I'm going to stretch, get some coffee, get my shoulders to relax a little bit, and maybe with a fresh mind, I'll be able to come back and figure this out. Thank you to everybody who's been here today. Thank you for lurking. Thank you for chatting. Thank you to the followers who have followed us so far. All of the support that we've gotten from everybody over the past just 3 months. We started in August, September, October, November. 3 months, 4 months. The support from everybody has been amazing. If you like what you see, go ahead and go ahead and click that fun little follow button. And hold on a second. My settings are a little off. There we go. So yeah, here's your warning if you need it. There's information at hellblade.help if you are struggling with psychosis. This is your warning that there is a lot of stuff that might be triggering for those who are sensitive to themes of psychosis. Before we went on break, we were running around this little courtyard area that I have no idea what to do. So Res to Pieces was helping us figure that out. If you don't know Res to Pieces, I do suggest that you drop him a follow. He likes to do community-involved games. So chat making the choices is a huge part of what Rez does with so far all of his games that I have seen. So give him a look-see if that kind of thing interests you, being interactive with the game as a chatter. We're hoping to do that at some point too. We're probably going to start with community games of some sort, like Fall Guys, Among Us, the crab game. One of the things. Multiple of the things, probably. We also downloaded a game called the SCP Foundation Multiplayer online, which could be a lot of fun to play with some people. Let's make sure that this is activated. Activated it last time we were here.
Northmen say that Odin and his brothers killed Ymir, and that the world of men was formed from his corpse. They made his bones into stone, and his flesh into earth, and his blood into the salt sea. They set his skull to be the bowl of the sky, with his brains for clouds. Odin and his brothers caught the sparks flying from Muspel and made them into stars. And to protect the new world from the giants, they used Ymir's big curving eyebrows as walls.
So a few times before we had to get these glowing symbols to light up. Line up. They're already lit up, haha. And that's what opened the gate for us. Now we're thinking that gates like that over there might be the key to this area of the game in particular. And if we run around like a headless chicken for another hour, by Thursday, I will have watched some of a walkthrough, not enough to spoil it for me, but some of a walkthrough to know well enough what I'm supposed to be doing in this area. Because I am the not so sure. We have theories, we're testing them out, and that's how we play. So, thank you everybody. It means so much to everybody who's been watching us play, supporting us, chatting with us, lurking. All of you guys mean so much. We wouldn't be here without you. We're going to do our best to be here even if you're not here, but the support really helps with the motivation. It's good encouragement to know that other people are actually enjoying what we're doing. We also had help earlier from Lurian when our stream decided to completely crap out on us at the beginning today. Other side. Not from this side, the other side. And how? There's a doorway over there. Okay, so there's a back door into this area somehow. I just have to find it. It's so simple. Just find the back door. Duh. Okay, so we're gonna go over this way. I got some new smells for the house today. I've been waiting for some cinnamon essential oil to come out to get delivered to our place for a while, and it finally showed up today, and the bottle was a little bit broken when it showed up. So my hands are covered in cinnamon smell, even though I've washed them several times, and it's kind of nice, but also very different. Like, we don't have smell-o-vision, but if you did have smell-o-vision, you would be smelling pumpkin spice coffee and a shit ton of cinnamon. I'm gonna check this one more time. Okay, so I need to go up to the gate and activate it. That's a for sure thing. But then there's also a hidden pathway somewhere that I need to find. So we'll figure that out. We will. And if we don't, we'll figure it out next Thursday. This coming Thursday. It's the beginning of the week. Coming Thursday. The 18th. No, 17th. The 17th of November. We will resume. But for now, we still got an hour. And we're going to figure out what it's all about. Okay, the voices didn't like that. Gave me a little bit of a headache, it seems like. So now that we've done that, though, let's look at the door. Okay, so I think I'm supposed to line up. Huh. Okay. So before I went on break, there had been 2 versions of the god chanting up there. And that's not happening right now. So that's very curious. What's over this way? Alright, up we go. And what's up here? Don't fall onto the spikes. That would be deadly. Oh, I might be able to make myself fall, so I'll be more careful about that. And there's a bunch of the symbols hanging. The trick is to get them to line up so they look like what's on the door. That's the trick anyway. But it might take us a minute to figure out the trick. What's kind of interesting is that not only does she see and hear things that aren't there, but you get these distortions of there being multiple of the flames, things out of the corner of the eye flash and make other shapes. It's all really, really interesting. What's up here? This isn't quite what we need up here, is it? Nope. Don't need that up there. So maybe there's a way up here. Yeah, some stairs. Here we go. And a ladder. Yes. you see how there's... Oh, that's so weird. So we've got them lining up here, but when we go through the gate, they're missing. It's like some of these aren't real. Which is very interesting. But I'm not sure how that's supposed to help us. So we know some of them aren't real. Or they don't seem real.
The ravens. They've gone. No.
Half of them have gone. They've gone.
Some are still there.
Where? Some are still there.
Valravn's helping.
He's not helping.
It's a trick.
Quiet.
Out in the wilds. And cold winter woods.
Where have they gone?
She no longer felt fit for this world. She almost gave in to the darkness. Almost. She remembered Dillian's words. She remembered her promise. She resolved to fight on and kill that which had become part of her.
Okay, so we found some of the ravens have moved. So maybe if we find the next thing, more ravens will disappear. And then it'll be easier to line them up. Which they're not ravens. I don't know why they keep being called that, but... Who am I to argue with voices and gods? We got this thing that's all lit up. But it's not really a portal, is it? And that one is pointing this away, so we're gonna listen to that one. Wait. Hold on a second. Wasn't there a bridge? Interesting. I figured out something more, but not quite everything I need. And I thought that I could go across the bridge here. But it seems like that bridge is missing now, so I need to go another way to figure out where we need to go next. So we're gonna try to go up that way, if it'll let us get up there. I'm not sure it will anymore. So there's this, but that's not doing much for us, is it? And we still don't know which ravens to line up yet. Is there a way around here? Nope. No, that's the way out. So we've gotten a little farther now. We got rid of half of the symbols, which the voices call ravens. And we need to find something else. Let's see, like maybe that gate will help us now that the first gate up on the tower helped us. We can only hope. Okay. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. You and me in this together. We're gonna figure it out. I don't know what I'm singing. It's just one of the ways I like to entertain myself. Have you guys ever seen How I Met Your Mother? There's like a few episodes dedicated to Marshall just singing about mundane life, like I'm taking the laundry, I'm taking the laundry, doing the laundry. And like, I was doing it before I watched How I Met Your Mother, but then the show just completely normalized it and made it more prevalent to sing about whatever's going on. So I hope that's not off-putting to listen to us randomly singing. I hear chimes. We have this portal door, even though it's not looking very portally at the moment. So I'm not sure this is where we need to be. Not sure at all. None of them are lining up yet. And there's supposed to be a way to get in there. I'm not sure how to do that yet. You know, you'd think this would be a very simple area. It's not that big. It's not terribly maze-like. But my brain does not like to do the thing. It does not work like normal brains. If that wasn't obvious. Let's see. I'm wondering if, like, there's a secret I can see. Something that I'm missing from up here. A way to line them up. Because we went up there, or up somewhere. That's still not it. That's not it. That's not it. Where do we go from here? Where do we go? I don't know. But we're not giving up. Something that rhymes with up. Do do do. Alright, so the visuals are so wacky. I wonder if this should also come with an epilepsy warning. Most video games, I think, do. Okay, so this one isn't pointing anywhere. Some of them point in a direction. Just trying to check and see if any of them are going to line up from this direction. It doesn't seem like it. Hey! The board is missing. There was a board here that's gone now. So I can't go up there anymore. So this is officially a dead end. Can I go up this way? No? What about this? Nope, can only get down from there. What? What on earth? So we can't go up there anymore. And some of these dudes are pointing, so I'm gonna follow the skeleton point. I cannot cross the bridge. So, Mr. Skeleton, how am I supposed to go the way? Hey, wait! There it is! There it's not. There it is. Walk through. Oh, that's a very, very clever use of fairy doors. I think I'm starting to understand the trick of this now. We've got to look through the portal areas where the skulls are and to find the next thing that we need. And then you got to walk through the door. That's such a strange and awesome game mechanic. I've never come across something like it. I love it. And it gives me ideas again for our own game. Because quite a few of us have an idea, like, we really, really, really would like the opportunity to make maybe a virtual reality game to just kind of give people the perspective of what it's like to live with our disorder. And follow the pointing skulls. And that effect of like looking through a portal way and seeing something, and then walking through that portal, but if you don't walk through the portal, the thing won't be there. Like, that's useful. That do the thoughts. So we can walk back through there and get the ravens to come back. See, through the portal we can see that there's more ravens. If we walk this way, the ravens stay. Now the ravens are there, now the ravens are gone, and now they stay gone. Or am I allowed to leave with them staying gone? Okay, there we go. Yeah, now the ravens stay gone. But if I walk through the portal again like this, the ravens will come back. That's so wild. I'm trying to figure out how we're supposed to use this to our benefit. Because still very tricky. Let's go down. And let's try to find another portal and see what secrets that portal reveals. If we can. So we're going to go across this bridge here. We're going to try to see if we can find another portal. That thing might be useful. So that bridge is missing, but I bet the bridge is there. Wow, this is so cool. Okay. So that much we figured out, but this door isn't ready to be opened yet, right? There's another way through. There's another way through. But I'm not sure how we're supposed to figure out this other way. That's not a special portal. Up there is a special portal. And that is also a special portal. So let's cross the bridge and look through this portal over here to see if it gives us something new. So if we look through this, there's a hole in the wall. So we go through we figured it out. We figured it out. The hole's still in the wall. We figured it out. Heck. This game is really cool. Now, it took me 2 hours and a break to figure out how that worked. Can I open it from here now? I can open it from here now. So now that'll just be open and we won't have to really worry about portal entries of other worlds. There's that hole to another area, but we're gonna go up here first. What, like, an amazing game. Like, it's one thing for a bunch of people to be like, yeah, that's a great game. And that's another thing to play it yourself and be like, yeah, that's a great game. Like, I know it's almost 8 o'clock at night, but we made some more coffee. And maybe someday I'll be able to get a coffee animation in my V avatar so it doesn't look like I'm just making weird facial expressions. Okay, so there's got to be a way over there, which is probably going to involve another portal. But there's a way over there. And this seems to be a dead end. So we're going to head back. And I'm gonna just make sure before we go through the go down, not up, down. Down. I know how to use ladders. I am smart. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna check over here before we go through that area. Just checkity check, check, check. There's nothing I can do over here. Okay. So, just being sure that everything's working as it should. What is over here? Ooh, there's something that we get to look at, which might open up some more things for us. It'll definitely... Woo! 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 Okay, I'm done. You must sacrifice.
Revealed to Odin only in sacrifice. He hung himself from the world tree, and he stabbed himself with a spear, and he dedicated the sacrifice to himself. For 9 nights he hung on the tree without food or drink, and at last he saw the runes below him. He gave a cry and gathered them in his mind and learnt them. Then he fell from the tree.
Oh, the rain and wind are back with a vengeance all of a sudden. But they did bring up the story of how Odin discovered runes. Which it seems like they're using Elder Futhark runes. I don't have them all memorized, though. Now, how am I supposed to get over there? Is there another portal that I need to look through? Where? Oh, where? Where? Oh, where? Because we just figured out some very key components to the game and how to get out of this specific area. But it's pretty obvious that we're still missing a piece. I'm not sure what that piece is that we're missing. So we just came in here and got told about sacrifice. And how sacrifice revealed all the runes. But... are we supposed to be looking for runes?
The Northmen say you must sacrifice in order to receive. They tell how the runes were revealed to Odin only in sacrifice. He hung himself from the world tree, and he stabbed himself with a spear, and he dedicated the sacrifice to himself. For 9 nights he hung on the tree without food or drink, and at last he saw the runes below him. He gave a cry and gathered them in his mind and learnt them. Then he fell from the tree.
I'm missing something about how to get up there. I know that I am. I'm not sure what it is that I'm missing yet. I figure that some of these symbols have to sync up with each other. Let's check the door. I don't think it's going to respond the way we want it to. So, where is it? Yeah, it's over there. I'm sure that it's something to do with over there. But tricky little fiends are making it very tricky. Okay. Maybe we go over the bridge again, but maybe there's something else. Because I don't think we're supposed to undo that. So let's just make sure we have everything on this side figured out. And I think we do. So we're going to head into the river with all these doors open. We're going to head down here, back up here. We're going to look through this portal. Nope, that's the portal for the bridge there. So that portal's good. And we came from up there with that portal, so that one's good too. We have some of them pointing this way. So we now have the gate open, but we don't know how to get up there yet. Oh, the rain's hitting harder. See, we have this open, but we don't know how to get up there, is our issue. Is that there's supposed to be a way up that is not readily apparent. Being focused on the symbols isn't doing what we need it to yet. So, what then? Maybe we go down into the river. I feel like we're so close, guys, but I just don't know exactly what. So close. Like, we figured out what's going on with the gates, the portals with the fiery, flamey, yellow skull things. Enough to figure out a few secrets, but there's just something else eluding us. Like, if we want to go up there, still haven't figured that part out yet. But here's a portal right here. What does this portal show? Interesting. I don't see how this portal is revealing anything new. What does this portal show us? It shows us different. Is that what we want? It shows us runes that are there. But the runes don't stay when I walk through this one. So that's weird and interesting. The runes... Now, before if I walked through the portal, the runes would stay, but now when I walk through the portal, they don't? It's just a little bit confusing. And why would it do that? Why would it show these runes only partially? Yeah, it's only showing like this rune up here. Which is odd. It seems very odd to me. Because I'm not sure how that contributes to any of the things that we need yet. And I feel like we're so close. I feel like it's so close, but I just don't have all of the pieces yet. And even the voices aren't talking to us as much as they were before. So what do we do? I thought maybe following where the skeletons were pointing would help. That's not quite the answer either. I'm gonna go up to the door to see if anything's changed. I don't think anything has. We're gonna try to open it. Nope. That was not the thing to do. Oh, man. Man, oh man, oh man. What do we do now? It's getting darker. That's one thing. These skeletons aren't pointing in any particular direction. That's not really a portal. Like the other ones. This one just gives us that door. Oh wait, maybe there's a trick. Maybe if I do go through this gate again, seal the hole in the wall, and then go through the gate, then with the hole filled in the wall, maybe that'll reveal another way to get up. Right, put the wall back and now I can just walk across when I go up here. Ha! Big brain. Okay. Alright, that seems like simple and easy now that it's happened. But that took me a hot minute. This gets rid of a lot of the symbols. So we're gonna go through it.
The ravens. There's three. Where have they gone? She did it, but what does it mean? She's done it.
Looking back, it was so naive to think she could banish it on her own. The further she saw into the darkness, the more she struggled to see anything at all. And the gloom. The smallest hints of shape, sound, thought, grow in strength until they consumed her whole. Before she knew it, the darkness had her in its claws.
What's the darkness? They're talking about Senua. She supposedly went to a forest to fight the darkness. Here we go. There we go. Yes, yes, yes.
The gate is open.
I don't need to read a walkthrough after all.
There is no such thing as victory when it comes to the darkness. It's like it doesn't want to kill her. Yet,
What is this darkness?
biding its time. Only when she is at her weakest will it strike to kill. Will she find Dillian before her time comes?
Dillian, the one she wanted to marry. Alright, we can go through the door now. Yes! On to the next segment of the game. Oh, saw a flash of things over there. Is that... That's a creepy bird boy. So more of these just random shrine-looking things. Which I'm sure if I studied more Celtic lore, I might understand what some of these are. See, at a distance, that looked like the god. But now that we're closer to it, it's very obviously one of those skeleton scarecrow things. Feels like a fight scene. Feels like we're gonna have to fight. There's some stairs up that way. Well, we're used to this pattern so far, so number one, look at the door.
Overcome Valravan's final illusion to face him in his keep. I know you can do it, Senua. You have the sight.
We both see darkness. We can fight it together.
I wonder, like, which voice is Druth, which voice is Dillian? Dilly? So what does this portal reveal that I don't see already? I don't think it does reveal anything that I don't see already, but we're gonna walk through it just in case.
Speak to me, Druth.
What you sorry for, Rez? Oh, on phone with the fam. No worries, man.
Tell you the tale of a man called Findan. The Northmen captured Findan's sister.
I did.
Sent him to pay for her release. But they took his gold, put him in chains, and held him for a day and a night without food or water. Then they released him. I don't know why. Upon his return, his father's enemies in Erin set fire to his home. His father burnt to death, and his brother was killed. But he escaped with sorrow in his heart. His father's enemies offered redress for his loss and invited him to a feast. It was at a hall near the sea. When he went there, they betrayed him to the Northmen, who enslaved him and took him to hell.
I'll answer in just a sec.
6 years later, his slave masters landed on the shores of Orkney, burning all before them. And into that fire, Findan made his escape. What was Findan burnt away that day. But from the flames, a new man stepped forward, and Druth was born. Druth, the man that I am now. And though Findan never set eyes on his dear sister again, I, Druth, have found you, Senua.
I wish you could have seen my home before these dark times.
Yeah, so the gates, the portal things, were definitely a huge component of all of it. So I had to go through the whole area of the map, looking through the gates and seeing whatever new world was being presented through the portal. It's like it's such a great version of like fairy gates. What I learned about in some pagan and Celtic mythology is that like there's like a fairy portal, fairy gate, fairy door, or whatever that leads to another world. So basically, we had to look through the portals that were being made with the deer skull and see which world we wanted to be in through the deer skull portal, and then walk through the portal that way. So there were stairs that showed up. There were holes in walls that showed up. I even had to put a wall back together by walking back through a portal in order to reach a certain point. So, like, just res old man brain doesn't function half the time. Bruh, my brain doesn't function most of the time. Good. Another game you have to play again soon. Yeah, you gotta get this stuff to plat. Alright, we're gonna jump down here, I think, now. No, I can't go down there. We go back to this gate. Go over here. Because we saw what we needed to over there, yeah? We got what we needed by being over here? Because we crawled over the thing. Yeah. Okay. So I think we're headed the right way. Back up. No, we just went up there. So we're gonna go up here now. Rez says, thank you. Just sanity saying the term I use a lot means the world to me. I suffer from social invisibility in my tag. Well, glad to make you feel somewhat at home. Touch that little raisin heart that we all have hiding inside. Wait, did I go the wrong way? I don't think I did. Or did I? I might have gone the wrong way. But there might be a trick to it. So let's go this way. Because we're supposed to line the ravens up. Alright, I'm gonna go backtrack again. Because I'm so good at this. Rest says probably why I talk so much. Yo, I talk a lot, and sometimes it's just to remind me what's going on rather than to tell other people. No, I was just up here. No. I was just up here. But I'm not sure. So looking through this portal, something is supposed to look different than it does. And I'm not sure what it is that does look different. I'm not... Oh! So do I want the branch there or gone? Do we want the tree there? Let's try climbing up the tree if it's there. I feel I'm never listened to. Well, it makes sense too. How about the other side? Oh, you see it, GG. I found it. Takes me a while. I'm no good at word searches, but yeah, I've been in a lot of social situations where I definitely don't feel listened to, especially like I know about the thing and I know how it works, but I have to kind of wait until everybody else has tried it out until they'll listen to me say anything about it. And like once everybody else has given up, I'll be like, hey, would you be offended if I gave that a try? Gave it the old college trysies? and then I make it work super easy because it was something that I actually knew about, and they're like, "Why didn't you say something sooner?" Like, no, I'm not having this conversation. Why didn't you listen to me sooner? How about that? Like, I feel like I'm supposed to be able to get to the middle. If I go over there. Rez says, "Oh my god, my life." Now, just wait a second. But I need to get to the middle somehow. Alright, so we're gonna go up and double check this portal and see if it's a double. Why Rez never plays Dungeons and Dragons? Like, well, if you listen, I suggested that 30 minutes ago. Having the right group of people for Dungeons and Dragons does so many things. Okay, this is the way. Like, just having the right people, the right kind of chemistry, the right kind of communication in Dungeons and Dragons can do so much for the game. So I'm really bad at on the spot saying something eloquent and impressive. So generally I will purposely make my characters so that they have really bad charisma scores. And it takes the pressure off of me to come up with something that is interesting for everybody to listen to when like my character is speaking, because the pressure itself just eats. Oh, don't fall. Don't fall. Don't fall. Please don't fall. Oh my god, don't fall. You're not supposed to fall. You are not. You're good. We're good. It's good. Stop looking into my life. Well, Rez, I'm sorry to say that if you hang out with me, there's going to be a lot of times where it's just like, oh my god, how do you know what's in my head? It's just something that happens. You're welcome to stay. You might want to buckle yourself in. But I love finding like-minded people, so... What just happened? Fred says, so I make different ones. Or I did, which makes for interesting games. Where? What is happening? The game just ate my whole brain. Is something eating me? I feel like something's eating me.
She remembered what he told her.
Hear me. Reach out to me. Senua, take my iron mirror. Look into it, for it is a window into the underworld. Within, you will see the face of the darkness that you fear. And if you focus, like I have taught you to, you will also see that as much as the darkness has you trapped within its veil, it too is trapped within yours. Focus. Focus. Focus.
I see. I see you now. You led me to the wilds. You trapped me there.
Oh my god. Hold on, whoa, a second. hold on. Just take a minute. Just take a minute before we fight. catch up with chat for a quick second. Rez was a tank with low charisma and not smart, so my buddy died and was resurrected. My character didn't understand, so all he could do was stand there and repeat say repeatedly, Night Wolf dead, alive with apple. Because my buddy resurrected and started eating an apple. To my guy, it looked like he poofed back into existence holding an apple. Boss fight, let's go! Oh my god. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Oh. Ow. No, ow, ow. Ow. Ah, I'm getting my... Okay. Alright. Alright, I'm just... It's because he travels so far. Still a running joke between you and your close friends, but the community became trash. I don't D&D with them anymore. Yeah. I don't do Dungeons and Dragons with any of the groups that I used to. It can only last so long at a time. There we go. This is a boss I'm used to fighting. This one's easier. Parry! The fight scenes are so amazing. Like, I can't even. Oh, shit. It's gonna get me. It's gonna get me. I lost. Heck. Heckin' heck. It's hard to find a good D&D community that's really fun to play with. There's just a lot of times that you get to know each other too well, or things get too personal, or you just have the wrong people in the group. Oh, that was a good dodge, I think. Ow. Let me attack you. Stop it. Stop it. Stop kicking my ass. Bruh. Okay, that's the third time I've died. Let's go. We can do this. Block the first hits. Do a heavy hit, light hit, quick hit. Block. Oh, parry even. Kick you. Block it. Block that. Get him. Okay, new enemy. Parry. Okay. After a while, this becomes a bit choreographed. It's kind of nice. I should probably evade that one in the future. Shit. Damn it. No, don't hit me. No, don't hit me. Oh! This is so challenging. Okay. Alright. Once I beat this boss, we're definitely gonna call stream there. I think beating this boss is the end of stream goal, because it'll be a major accomplishment. Oh, the lag did not help me there. Ow, ow, ow. Dead again. Playing Ghost of Tsushima probably helped me out when playing this game because it's all about parries and learning the techniques for the people. Gotcha. Yeah, a lot of games are built that way where you have to learn the boss's patterns and you could tell that it's eating my brain space. Oh, oh. There we go, there we go. Like, Dark Souls is one of those where you really have to learn each boss's set of moves and the order in which they're going to do it and what the signs are that they're about to do it. And I'm not that good at Dark Souls. There we go, there we go. There we go. Oh, I should have blocked that. Block, block. Okay. I was supposed to evade that time. Let me up, let me up, let me up, let me up. Evade. Oh, the evade didn't work. Can I get up? Oh, that's new. That was new. I don't know how. Oh. Okay. Okay. Stop it. Ah! We can do this, we can do this! Oh! Okay, we can do this though. There's this, the mirror seems to be holding some charge, so I can use that in a last-ditch effort. Where'd he go? Oh, dang it. There we go. Okay. The voices want me to evade that one. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Let me up, let me up, let me up. Let me up. Ah, on the ground again. Let me up, let me up, let me up. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Yes! That was a good evade. Let me up, 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 let me up. Ah! Where is he? Where is he? Oh, okay. These two. We can do this. We can do this. Okay. Back him up, back him up, back him up. Nope. Ah. Okay. This reset thing is really useful. Yep, let me up. Get up, get up, get up, get up. We can do this. Get up, get up, get up. No, 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 no. Don't. Ah! Yes! Fuck. Ah! No, we're so close to the end. Ah! My pinky finger is like, how dare you? Ah! I'll get back to chat when I'm not running for my life. Oh, I did it! I did it! Yes! Yeah! Oh, cutscene. Oh, death noises. Ew. Gross. Holy crap.
One of the keys to the gate to Helheim. Hold it in your mind's eye.
With every battle, the darkness grows stronger. Every victory bringing her closer to defeat. Unfair, isn't it? In those dark winter nights in the wilds, there were times when she considered letting go. If it weren't for truth, a chance encounter in the wilds, she would not have heard his stories of the Northmen. And she would not have this chance to find Dillion's soul.
Achievement unlocked. Master of Illusion. Alright, let me catch up with chat now. Ghost of Tsushima, you platinumed Bloodborne not that long ago. You're not the best. Watched a dude today that put my gameplay to shame. Yeah, the slow play helps a lot. The focus with the mirror helps a lot. I think the save symbol just went off in the corner. Holy crap. GG, everybody. Like, Thanks for being here for that. I have not honestly done a boss battle like that in the longest freaking time. I'm gonna wait for the next autosave symbol. And then we're gonna call it for the night and find somebody to raid into. The blackening of her arm reminds me of Swedish folklore game I played called Unforgiving. I'm sure the Celtic has its own story about corruption and all that, but I just noticed that. Yeah, if they call it the Rot in the Darkness, if it reaches all the way up to her head, then we start the game over from scratch. Those are some awesome GG emojis. Like, hell to the fuck yeah. Congrats. That was... deserve a bit of pat on the back for all that. Fucking mammoth skull. They just casually have a mammoth skull among all of these other things. Was I already in this area of the game? I was. I was already in this area of the game. So why are we here? Let's head this way. I'm looking for a good save point. I'm pretty sure I could have just saved and quit back there, but I have the feeling that there'll be another auto-save up here soon. There's thunder, but not a cloud in the sky, because that's not suspicious. Am I going the right way, though? Oh, I think I am, because we need to go all the way back to where the gates were. That led us into the illusion section. Rez says, sure you are, but glad to see a little more gameplay. Awesome.
Can you see the faces too?
I have not yet noticed faces. Oh, there they are. She said mother? Is that her? Oh? Oh my.
Just like I do. Once you can see into the underworld. The underworld and all the souls within it will see you. Don't be afraid when they speak to you. I will always be here to guide you.
Did you see her? That was her mother, Galina. She was a priestess, a healer. She taught Senua to see the weave that binds the world together. And it was beautiful. It was a time before the darkness. But when it did come, it first came for her mother.
Can you hear the desktop audio okay?
Senua still sees her face from time to time, hidden in the world.
Oh, Postal is not a game for me. No.
She misses her so much.
No, definitely enjoy your time playing Postal. Definitely not a game for the Xanady. I've seen some reviews and analyses of it, so I understand some of the things that you can do, the premise of the game, and why it appeals to people. And I do think there's members of our system, probably like Minkus, who might enjoy it, but there's some extra triggery stuff in there beyond just the gore factor in Postal. If anyone in chat wants it, big sale on Steam. Definitely, if anybody's interested in the game, Postal games, 25-year anniversary sale on Steam. Check that out. I won't be doing that.
Say that Odin is always in search of knowledge and wisdom and magic. There was a very wise being named Mimir, who guarded the waters of wisdom which flow from the roots of the world tree. Odin wished to drink from this spring.
99-cent game. There's nothing to laugh at. I actually, we had a donation from someone in chat a little while ago, so that we could get a game to play with other streamers called Witchtastic. And it was on sale, and the game called Ori, which I don't know if you've seen, is also on sale right now. Ori is like $4.99, so we were able to get both, which was really nice. Not only a game to play with other streamers, but a game that's been on our wish list for a while. Ow! Shit. Is that like Overcooked with witches? I don't know. Honestly, I know that I heard somebody was talking about it. I know that I looked it up, but when I say I mean one of us, and I know that whoever looked it up was like, yeah, that seems like a cool game. We'll totally put it on our wish list. And somebody else noticed we were talking about it, and they're like, here, have a donation so that you can go ahead and get that game to play with the other streamers. But I can't actually tell you what the game is about because I really don't remember. Got him. Got him. Oh shit.
Behind you.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. I might have to remap the block button because my carpal tunnel is like, what are you doing to me right now? This is my... this is... Oh, get up, get up, get up. And let's strafe in this direction. Block it. Block it. There we go, there we go, there we go. Oh, I did not block that one. Okay. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, it's not over yet. Ah! They're after me. Help. Help, 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 help. Why are there so many? Block. Okay, we're gonna hit that handy dandy reverse button.
She's injured. She's not gonna make it.
Here we go. Ah. 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 Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Dang it. Let me up. Oh. Oh! Ha ha! Ha ha ha! I got you! Oh! Oh, why are there so many of them? Oh my god. What the heck? Ah! How dare you get a shield? Ah! Oh, no, 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 no. There we go. Just don't let up. Don't let him get that shield back up. Block it. Oh, we're so close. We're so close. Oh no! Get up. Ah, on the ground. Let me up, let me up. Oh, what the heck? Oh! There we go. Melee attack to open up his defenses. Yeah! Is that it? Is that it?
There's another challenge.
The Northmen say that in the beginning there was nothing but darkness. Bitter cold to the north, fiery hot to the south.
Oh my gosh.
Say the cold formed ice, which melted from the sparks from the south. The power of the darkness gave life to the dripping ice, and the first giant was born, and was named Ymir. The ice continued to drip, and the power of the void gave life to it, and it became a cow, whose milk fed the giant. That's right, a cow. But you weren't expecting that.
A car. I bet you weren't expecting that. Please. Alright. Through the creepy tunnel we go. Through the creepy tunnel we go before we end the game soon. Well, that's not helpful. How are we supposed to get up there? Apparently, this is not the way for us yet. Close, but not quite. Only one more save spot. Just one more save spot. After this save spot, just one more save spot. Alright. How do we feel about the door?
Sort, the fire giant has answered. He comes from a land older than mankind. And the Northmen call upon his flaming
Ah, there was the save spot. Alright. Okay. So we are gonna call stream there. It was a great stream.